my beautiful sisters and brothers. So today we're going to be talking about how to date in 2020 for millennials. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys 7 don'ts when dating and 7 do's when dating. And I promise you guys, if you follow these rules, you're gonna have a successful dating life in 2020. So I'm gonna start off with the don'ts. Let's get all the bad energy out the way first, and then we're gonna talk about the good stuff, okay? And also for all the men out there who may think that I'm bashing them, I'm not. This can also apply to you and your dating, but I'm sorry, this video is dedicated to my sisters, but you guys are welcome to come and watch. So the don't. Number 1 don't is, sis, are you listening? Stop trying to build a man. Sis, you are not Joseph the carpenter. You're not Bob the builder. So why do you think you can build a man to be the man you want? Yes, I agree that when you start dating and you see places where he's lacking, you both can come together and help build each other. But in the beginning stage, sis, if he's not at least a percentage of what you want, you need to just keep dating. There's so many potentials out there. There's so many men out there to choose for. And I don't think you guys should settle and try to get a man who doesn't have any of the qualities you're looking for, and then you try to build them into the man you want. Don't do that. That is a recipe for disaster. The second don't is stop dating these futures. Stop dating futures, NBA young boys, Fetty Waps. Stop dating them. You know, one thing that I do notice in people that are like in my generation, or who are millennials like myself, is we tend to sometimes settle for these men that, sis, why are you 25 and you're dating a man with 5 baby mothers? Why? Why are you 18 and you're dating a man with 5 baby mothers that is still chasing after a million women and still dating so many people? Like, let's just leave these futures, these NBA young boys and these Fetty Waps. Can we just leave them in 2019? I mean, 2020 is already bad as it is. The only reason why men like them continue to behave the way they do and treat women the way that they treat women is because we allowed them. Stop giving them the energy. Stop giving them time of the day. Just leave them in 2019, please. In 2020, we gotta date smarter. You can't, like, it's okay to date a man who has a baby, but sis, you don't need to be dealing with no man with 5 baby mamas and you're only 20, 21. Like, how does that make any sense? And even if you're 30, you still don't deserve to date a man who has 5 children, because obviously he's careless about his life if he has 5 children by 5 different women. Like, legit, let's leave those men that don't know how to keep their, you know, eggs between them. They want to come and be spreading it out here, giving us free stimulus check of babies. Like, stop dating these Fetty Waps and know your worth. The next don't is, sis, stop chasing these men. We're not chasing any man in 2020. And I have a video titled 5 signs to show that you're chasing a man. I'm going to link it down below. And sis, you need to watch that video. And if you're doing any of the things I mentioned in that video, you need to stop, because that is not what we're doing in 2020, sis. We're not chasing nobody. If you text somebody, or if you contact somebody and they never get back to you, and now you're like worried, like, oh, should I text them? Should I do this? Should I do that? Sis, sometimes a no respond is a respond. And when a man wants you to chase him, that means he doesn't want you. Just move on with your life. He does not want you, okay? Stop chasing these men. We're not chasing men in 2020. Period. The next don't is stop dating men that are below you. Like, stop it. I don't understand why beautiful, intelligent young ladies choose to date men who are below them. For example, Yaya, an NBA young boy. He is so below her. 1 or 2 things can happen when you date men like NBA young boy that are below you. 1 is they either turn to you and become a better person, or 2 is you turn to them and you become a worse person. But sis, that's a 50-50 chance and you don't want to risk it. So I would highly recommend that you date men that are on the same level as you or above you. You want your partner to be somebody who you can learn from. Especially as a woman, I feel like it's very important that you date a man who, you know, can lead you, can guide you, can teach you. I'm not saying that you should never date somebody who is below you, but I think you should set it as a priority to date people who are above you, you know. And also, that's the great thing about the dating scene, is you get to, you know, talk to different people, mingle and dip into different things, and then you decide on, okay, this is the person I want to be with. So when you're dating, You might date like one guy who's below you, but like date 5 who's above you. So you got options, okay? So the 5th don't when dating is stop dating people based on looks. You know, the grass is not always green on the other side. Just because a guy is good looking doesn't mean he's going to treat you like a queen that you are. Just because a guy is good looking does not mean he can pay the bills and he can take care of his responsibilities. Now, on the flip side, you can still get a guy who's good looking and can be able to do those things. It's okay to date a guy that is handsome or a guy that is not so handsome, but don't limit yourself to just men who are handsome, you know. A lot of these businessmen who are making moves out here are not the best looking. I mean, look at Jay-Z, you know. I mean, not saying that Jay-Z is ugly or anything, but I just know that Jay-Z is not the most attractive man. But I would date somebody who looks like him because I'm over the stage of dating just because of looks. I want a man who I can date, who can take care of me, who's respectful, who treats me like a queen, who's a provider. That's who I want to date. I'm not dating you because you look good and then you can't do nothing else in the household. So that's one thing I would highly recommend to millennials is stop dating based on looks. The 6th rule is stop entertaining inconsistent men. When a man is inconsistent, sis, he does not like you. If he's busy, he doesn't like you, sis, because if you're busy, you're going to make time for who you want. So if a man is inconsistent with you in the dating phase, don't even entertain it. Move on. Let it go. The last don't is stop dating men who do not know what they want. Like, I've gotten so many DMs from girls telling me that, oh, I don't know if I should tell him how I feel because I don't know how. Sis, stop dating men who don't know what they want. You entertain a man only because he tells you that, okay, I'm looking for a girlfriend material, I'm looking for a wife material. I've had guys tell me straight up, like, I'm looking for a wife, I'm trying to get married. I've had guys tell me, oh, I'm not really looking for anything serious, I'm just, you know, hanging around. You think I'm gonna entertain that guy that's just hanging around? No, because what happens is you entertain them and then you guys start doing whatever you do, you start catching feelings, and then you start wondering like, oh, why isn't this moving anywhere? Well, sis, if you would have listened to him, he told you that he didn't want no relationship, but you decided to move forward and entertain him. Stop entertaining men who don't know what they want. I mean, some men truly just don't know what they want. Like, some men truly don't. But that's not the man for you. Okay? You need a man who knows what he wants, because you know what you want. You know, like, dating a man that doesn't know what he wants is like going to a car lot and you tell them, oh, I want a Mercedes, blah, blah, blah. And then they pull up with a Toyota that has a little bit of a sound to it. And then you're like, oh, well, it's still a car, so I guess I'll just drive it. But then you still want the car to perform on the same standard as a Mercedes. Sis, it's the same thing as a man. If a man comes up to you and he tells you, listen, I don't know what I want right now, take it as that. Say, okay, it was nice meeting you. It was nice chatting. You know, we gonna follow each other on Instagram and we're gonna keep it like that. But for you to start entertaining him as though you want to date him and make things, you know, real between you two, stop doing that. You're literally just hurting yourself, because nothing is going to change about how he feels. Like, literally, men know what they want. Men who usually say, oh, I'm not ready for a relationship, they just want to keep sleeping with you, getting all the benefits of a relationship without giving you the title and making it official. Period. And also, why would you want a man who doesn't know what he wants? Like, can you imagine if he finally makes you his girlfriend one day and then 5 years down the line, you guys are still dating, no marriage, no nothing? No, I want a man who knows what he wants, so that as time is progressing, we are progressing as a relationship because he knows what he wants. Okay, sis, now that we're done with all the don'ts, I want to go into the do's. But before I go into that, I just want to, you know, tell you guys a little bit about my hair. This hair is from my hair company. The link is going to be down below. I made this wig, I colored it, and the hair is from my hair company. And the link for each, like the making of the wig, the coloring of the wig, and which hair I use will be down below in my description, because I know a lot of people were asking me about my hair in my last video, so I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, sis, so the first do is do keep your options open and your legs closed, okay? So what I mean by this is, when you're dating, this is in the beginning stage of your dating, when you're getting to know people, you need to be, you know, you need to have flavors, different options. So it's okay to date multiple guys at a time. It's okay to text multiple guys at a time. It's even okay to go out on dates with multiple guys at a time. Treat dating as an interview, you know? You never want to apply for just one job, because what if you don't get that job? dating is the same thing. When you're dating, you need to be dating and interviewing different guys so that you can pick which guy qualifies the most when the dating phase is done. But while you're doing this, your legs need to be closed like this. You don't need to be opening your leg while you're out here dating different guys. It makes no sense. Like, it makes zero sense. The next do make sure the guy that you're dating is emotionally available. You know, as you're going through your different phases of interviewing different guys, dating different guys, you want to make sure that you ask some very important questions that are related around being emotionally available to make sure that the guy you ultimately choose to be the only one you're seeing and dating is emotionally available. So my third do stems from my last point is, before getting the D and getting comfortable, make sure this guy likes you and is emotionally connected at this point. I know in my last one I said make sure he's available. Now I want you to connect, you know, lock it in before you lock in the other areas. Okay sis, on my next tip, I'm not saying to go ahead and start planning your wedding, but sis, it's very important to establish certain things in the beginning of the relationship, such as, what are you looking for in a relationship in the long term? Do you want somebody who you can marry in the next 5-10 years? And you don't rush them into it. You just asking them. You just want to know, do you have any children? Because like I told you guys, I was once ghosted because my boyfriend had a baby and I had no idea about it. So yes, these are things that you want to ask. Like, ask them, oh, do you have a kid? Or do you want to get married in the future? And you want to ask them this in the right timing. You don't want to ask this stuff later on. So I feel like in the first few months of you guys getting to know each other, there are certain things that you really need to like touch base on. And definitely finding out if you want kids is one of them. Finding out if you want to get married in the future is one of them. Finding out if he's close with his family, that's one of them. So you want to find out certain things about him just to make sure that you want to move forward. Because don't forget, we're trying to find somebody we like in a long run. So the next is date men who are interested in you and are willing to get to know you in real life. I know some of these men out here are looking for texting buddies, but sis, you're not a texting buddy. You need to date a man who's going to make plans, plan dates, and you guys go out on a date, get to know each other. All that texting is for the birds. And if all he wants to do is text you, don't even bother. Like, move on to the next candidate, please. Next do in dating is, do make sure that you know yourself and you know what you want in the relationship. And in return, make sure that what he's looking for aligns with what you're looking for. It's easy to say that, oh, I want a boyfriend. But like, why do you want a boyfriend? What do you have to bring that can better that person? The last do is, sis, this man is not going to come to your house and knock on your door and tell you to come. Let's go out. You need to put yourself in places where you can potentially meet great men. Stop thinking that being a homebody is going to get you a man, that this man is somehow going to magically appear in your living room and come and take you out. You need to put yourself out there. You need to get out. You need to go to brunches, day parties, you need to go to a book club, go somewhere, wherever you think you're gonna meet this guy that's for you. Go out to these places, mingle with people, get to know people. And another thing I want to say is, you can go out by yourself. You know, you can go out, dress really nice, smell really good, go out to the bar and just sit there and drink your drink and act like a lady, be like a lady, you know, just sit there. And if a guy walks by, just smile at them, you know, have a friendly look to you, so that way a man can approach you. And you never know what could happen. But just sitting in your house and doing nothing and thinking a man is gonna come to your doors and like somehow pick you up is not gonna work for you, sis. Okay, ladies, so that'll be it for my tips on what to do and don't when dating as a millennial in 2020. I hope you guys got a lot out of this video. Please comment down below and let me know what you think, and let me know if you agree or disagree with anything I have to say. It's okay, I understand. And give this video a big thumbs up so that I can know that you like it and I can keep making these type of videos. But yeah, guys, so thank you guys for watching. Have an excellent day. Bye.